to go get my new car. So unfortunately, my little Kia finally had it this weekend, and she decided that she was just going to turn off at a stoplight. And granted, I have been driving this car with the check engine light for more than a year and a half to be exact. And it's been doing really well up until Saturday on my way to church, and it just decided it wanted to turn itself off. And I had to try a couple times to get it to restart, and it finally did, but then it sounded like hell. And then it died once I got parked in the parking lot. And then I was like, okay, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this car now. And I said, well, maybe if the computer resets, then it will be fine. And so I came back after church and started my car, let it idle for a while. It kept trying to die. And I said, God, let me just get home. Let me just at least coast home. So I was able to make it most of the way home. And then my car died again at a stoplight, or a stop sign, actually. And so I ended up being able to get it restarted, had just enough juice to make it down the street from my house, and then I just coasted on neutral until I parked in front of my house. And so since Saturday night, I have been feverishly looking for a new car. I was looking for, in particular, for a 2023 red Mach-E, and all the red Mach-E's that I wanted were either too expensive or they weren't willing to work with me on an out-of-door price. In particular, Carlsbad, Ford did not work with me. So I was on the phone this morning. There was one car up in Redlands that I wanted, and they sold it over the weekend. There was another car in Victorville that I was willing to go travel up to go get, and that one sold over the weekend. And there's just not a lot of those cars, so I had to settle on a white one, which was the backup plan. So I'm on my way out to Long Beach. I got a pretty good deal on it, so I had to rent a car, and so now I'm running up, going to get the car, which I'm excited about. And I test drove the Mach-E that I wanted yesterday up in Carlsbad, and that one I really enjoyed it. So this one I'm going to do a quick test drive before I sign all the papers. I have all the financing and all that stuff done. So this does put a wrench into my debt repayment plan, but what are you going to do? So yeah, so come with me as we go and do this. It should be fun, and you guys will get your first tour inside the new Mach-E. I was thinking, I'm like, what am I going to name her? Because I name all my cars. My last car, her name was Phantom because her color is Phantom Gray, and I thought that was pretty sick. So this one, I feel like because she's white, I think I might call her White Lightning, but I'm not sure. I have to go drive her. So I'll have an hour and a half drive back up, and then I'm going to run home, grab my stuff, and then if there's any time left, I'm going to head into work so I can get a little work done, and then also get my workout in today and all my normal stuff. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to be doing with my car. So anywho, that's the plan today, and I'm about to jump on the 405 and make my way into Long Beach. But first we got to drop off the rental car. So I just rented it for like 2 or 3 hours, so I'm trying to make it up here. Then I'm hoping that I can get transportation from the Enterprise and go to the dealership, which is 7 minutes away, do a quick test drive, look at the deal again. They sent me the paperwork already on the price, and I pretty much agreed to it, but I said I just need to check the Carfax one more time and do the test drive and just make sure everything's on up and up, and then I'm out, and then I'm be hitting the road. So they're charging her up for me, so I'll be ready to go. So yay, this will be my last day forever in a gas vehicle. So I will be moving over to the EV, which was my ultimate goal and plan. So here we go on that adventure to the dealership. I'm just waiting for them to pull up the car, but boy, do I need to put some makeup on. I look like a hot mess. She looks shiny.
Right? All I gotta do is just get it fully detailed, but that's always the fastest part.
Okay.
Once you already get your car, so once everything else goes good. So here it is. At least, like I was telling you, you kind of see like
the sparkle, yeah.
Right? It looks better than just a straight white.
Yeah.
So it's always good. Premium, extended battery range. And it can go up.
Okay. And she's on. I love it. Awesome.
And let me open this up here for you. And then, like we mentioned, black interior on this one.
Yep.
Here's that. Has
Oh,
all
yes.
as well.
Yes, love it. Yay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Check out the trunk. Awesome. Sweet. Love it. Love, love, love it. I wasn't sure about the white. We've been going like back and forth on the white. So
yeah, no, the white is great, and at least the good thing is with the way it sparkles, I think that's probably one of the best things.
yeah, okay.
Also, power tailgate. So with the Select, you don't get the power tailgate, so it's always a good thing with the premium.
Right.
Get the power tailgate, Bang & Olufsen speakers, almost like a surround sound like that.
Yep. All right, let's take her for a spin. Okay, so the car is going into the wash. I just need to sign the forms and then I will be on the road. So he quoted me, he told me he's gonna try to get me out of here by 2:20, 2:30. So we're gonna see how long this takes. She's so cute. So cute. So cute. Love it. Okay, guys. So we're in my new car. I'm going between the name of White Lightning, but then I also thought about like white chocolate would probably be good too. So anywho, I think I need to drive her around, but I drove her home from the dealership. It only took us, I got there at 1:15 and I was up on the road by 4 o'clock. So I was hoping you were going to be able to get me out of there before 2:30, but it just took people a while to get things done. And then my car got detailed and then I came out to the car and then I saw some like white stuff on my car and I was like, how am I supposed to get this off? Like, what is this? And then I actually went and I walked the car again and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, can you have them like take this stuff off? And so like they drove the car back and they had the guys wipe it down. So like the car's good. There's only one flaw, which is by the trunk like latch opening up and closing thing, but I can actually fix that with some like of the like little like paint thing. But anywho, so yeah, I'm exhausted. The only thing I had to eat today was a nectarine because I thought I was going to have enough time to come back and then make my way into work and then get my workout in, and that didn't happen. I didn't get home until like almost 5:30. So we are going to go for a walk, but she is so gorgeous. Look at my panoramic roof, which is perfect. So I can look up at the sky when I'm sitting in my car. And I need to get these windows tinted ASAP because I feel like everyone's looking at me. My car does make noise, so it's a little trippy, but sometimes, like, this is the first time I'm hearing it, but I noticed it when I was outside trying to switch the license plate frame of my car, that it does like these little sounds. And then I parked my car and it sounded like it was humming. So I don't know if it's because it has like a cooling system and it tries to cool the battery down and stuff. So I'm like trying to get used to that. But this car drives like a freaking dream, and it's like pedal to the metal. As soon as you put your foot on the pedal, like your car is gone. And I've just been driving in engage mode. This isn't even like unbridled. So I allowed myself to go on unbridled when I was on the 5 during like the long stretch, in between San Clemente and Oceanside. So I just hit unbridled and I said, I want to see how fast this puppy can go. This puppy was going like 100 miles per hour. It was crazy. So I took that off because I didn't want to get a ticket. But like, even without going into unbridled mode, like this car drives so fast. It's insane. And it's just smooth. So I am loving it so far. And I'll probably need to charge my car probably on the weekend. I'm going to charge it, and they charged it before I got there. So I think I have like 168 miles of range left. I've been doing the one pedal driving and trying to get used to that. And so that's hopefully going to help me get a little bit more range. So I just take my foot off the brake when I need to slow down, or my foot off the pedal when I need to slow down. However, what I realize is that sometimes, like if you're like someone suddenly stops in front of you, the car sometimes doesn't stop when you need it to do, like if it's like an emergency, so you still have to hit the brake. So I'm getting used to all of that vibe. So I'm going to just go for my walk. At some point, I'm going to have to get the windows tinted, maybe on the weekend. And then I have been sweaty. My makeup's all messed up because I've been cleaning out my other car, and then I have to figure out what we're going to do with it. And I was lucky enough to get it started. I was able to get it to idle, but I had to have my foot on the gas the whole time. And I was able to at least move it and clear it out. So I have a couple of other things I need to do. I have like a bunch of oil that I need to get rid of, and I don't know where I'm supposed to take it. I don't know if I can take it to like AutoZone and they can like recycle it. I need to figure that out. But I have like a bunch of oil because I don't need oil anymore for my cars. So luckily for me, I just have to figure that out, and then I have to see if I can sell my car as is to like CarMax or something like that, to just see if I can get even just a little bit out of the car. So I'll just have to see, but I am really looking forward to going for a little walk. Disappointed I missed my workout today, but yeah, I'm just so exhausted. So anyway, I'm going to get my shoes on. Hopefully I don't get bit. And then there's a couple other things I need for the car. I have to see if my sunshade is actually going to help, like actually be enough to cover this one, or I might have to get another one. And then I also need to get a screen protector for the big screen that I have in here and figure that out, because it's going to just look like fingerprints all over it and it's going to drive me nuts. So I think that's all I need for the car, but I will give you guys a tour tomorrow when I have a little bit more light. But it's so freaking cute. It's so sparkly and shiny, and I really love it. I was not thinking I was going to love the white. Like I really, really wanted the red so bad, but the white was actually a good thing. So my next thing is just to get my like license plate frame off my other car. It's rusted and I can't find my Phillips wrench or my Phillips screwdriver. So that's my next project. And then getting rid of my car somehow. And I have to get another title for my car because I can't find it. I don't think I ever received it from the DMV. So anywho, that's what I'll be doing. Okay guys, just a quick update. This is day 2 with my new car, which I love. We have been cruising around town, and I drove to work today, and it was so nice not to like hear my car making weird noises and struggling to get up the hill. So that was great. And I think I showed one of my coworkers, because we were both on, like, his car was worse than mine. He had like this Nissan Altima that he drove around, and the paint was chipping off, and it'd be like he had this ghetto car for the longest time, and he just upgraded and got a new RAV4. And then I was like, man, that would be so cool. And then like one of my coworkers, she just traded in her Subaru. She had a really nice Subaru, and she ended up getting like her dream car, which was a Porsche, because her husband has a Porsche, which is hilarious. And so me, I just was like, I'm gonna get a car, but I'm not gonna get a car now. But then my car died. Then what are you gonna do, right? So I'm like, well, I know the car that I want, so I'm gonna get it. So so it was just nice having a nice car. I'm still very excited about it. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I get to drive my new car. I'm so excited about it. So that's been nice. We went to Walmart. We picked up our medication. So I got to cruise around, and I'm still kind of figuring out all the new things on this car, and then also uploading all of the different apps that you need to charge your car. So I was working on that last night. And then my next thing I need to do is, of course, I need to find, either I need to sell my car to CarMax, or I have to donate it. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Got to find my title. And then as soon as I do that, then I got to take my old car off the insurance, because my insurance is going to be more if I have 2 cars on it. So that's my next thing that I have to do. And it's just like a lot of moving parts. So that's a little overwhelming, but I'm just glad that I have a car that works. And I am just really happy with it. I still don't have look at my panoramic roof. It's so nice. I still have a couple things that I need to get off the car. I was looking at my car today, and I didn't notice this yesterday, which I wish I would have, because I would have had the car dealership do it. But there was a sticker from another dealership that was put on the car, and they removed it, but they didn't take all the residue off. And so now I have to carefully get that done. So I've been kind of like going past it and like trying to rub it off. I don't want to put any like remover on the paint, because I'm just afraid like the paint's gonna chip, or it's gonna just do something weird. So I'm just gonna see what I can get off with my fingers and then go from there. And there's also like, I know there was one area where they have some touch-up paint, which I like, all these things I'm noticing like after the fact. So like there's like one little spot, and they honestly, like, there wasn't even like a big scratch on it. I was like, they could have just left it and I wouldn't have noticed it. But because like they painted over it. They like, I could just see it, and I was like, what is this? And I was like trying to rub it off, and I was like, oh, they should have just left it alone. So like there are little flaws, but I got a pretty decent deal on the car, so I'm not going to complain about that. But right now it's just all the little techie stuff that I'm not used to. I need to do like figure that out, and then I will be charging my car. I'm down to 46% right now, so I'll need to charge my car this weekend. So I'm thinking that I will possibly do it after church on Saturday night, possibly. But I also need to do laundry that night, and there's not a charge. Like I would do it if I was doing my laundry, I would just plug it in and then do my laundry because that takes an hour, and then it would be done. So we will see what the life of the charging is like. I'm still waiting for two new charging stations to open up. One's like 5 minutes from my house, another one 7 minutes from my house, and then we have another one that's probably 10 minutes from my house. So I'm probably going to go to that one after church, possibly get plugged in, and I'm probably going to be like charging later in the evening, and they're open 24 hours. So I'm just going to go when no one's there, charge up my car, and read a book. Also, with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video for this week. Thank you guys for continuing to follow me on this journey. And gosh, I have to start planning some new road trips because I can actually drive my car and not worry about breaking down. I'm just lucky my car made it to Disneyland. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like my car could have died when we were like drove all the way up to Disneyland. So I got one more last hurrah. And I'm just thinking of like all the trips I took in my Kia in the past. And I was like, man, like all of my national parks trips, with exception to going back to Joshua Tree in May, I had my car with me. Like we went to Utah, we went to Yosemite. I mean, I've driven so many miles in that car, and it was such a good car for so long. And it just wasn't up, it was up until like last year that I started having major issues. Probably more like 2024 is when the problem started. So I got a good run out of her. I'm a little sad that we're done, but we move on to the next generation. And it's just so nice because I'm like, I don't have any emissions, like 0 emissions, no gas. It's just like such a cool vibe, and it's very much in alignment with what I believe is like taking care of Mother Nature and all that stuff, and doing what I can to help with the environment. So I'm just really, really happy with my car, and now I'll have a big fat car note, but that's okay because it is worth it and it just looks cool. Next thing is getting everything tinted. Like I mentioned in the last clip, I need tint on this car, and I need it to be dark. And I think that's pretty much it. And then I probably am going to need to like get my Kia detailed before I try to sell it. So that's another thing. And so anyways, I got a lot of little projects to do, but once my Kia is gone, then I will feel better because there's not like an extra vehicle at my house. And so I just want to make sure that all of that gets done like as soon as possible. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.